Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Western Michigan versus Akron college basketball matchup on Friday, March the 8th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for maybe one-on-one style service. We offer those products. They're just not available on the website. You got to text the number you see on the screen to take advantage of those. So if you make big bets like I do, go ahead and text that number. But let's head on over to the MAC Conference as Western Michigan taking on Akron. Western Mich 11-19 on the season, just 3-7 in their last 10 games, while Akron 21-9, 6-4 in their last 10 games. The Zip 7-5 straight up on the road, 5-7 against the number. Of course, like most teams, regular season winding down. This is pretty much the end of the road for these teams as they prepare for the conference tournaments. You know, the MAC, always a one-bid conference. Right now, Akron is in first place in the MAC. As we all know, if you win your regular season conference and you don't win your conference tournament with some of these smaller conferences like the MAC, well, you end up in the NIT. So Akron looking to lock up at least a postseason berth, but of course they've got their sights set on bigger things like the big dance. Meanwhile, Western Michigan 8th in the conference coming into this one. These teams met back in mid-January. That game was at Akron. It was the Zips getting an 11-point win. Western Mich was 14.5-point dogs in that game, so they ended up covering the spread in that one. But Western Michigan, it's been a rough season, but they have won 3 of their last 5 games, beating Miami of Ohio, Buffalo, and winning at Ball State. They were dogs in 2 of those games and won the games outright. They also lost as favorites in the two losses over that span, losing at Eastern Michigan and Bowling Green. Both those games, like I said, they were favored in. We look at Akron coming in. These guys have been heavy hitters in the past and certainly looking to get back to the big stage where they were, back in their heyday. It seemed like, there was a span there, and probably, several years ago, but Akron was pretty much almost the automatic from the MAC every single season. But those days have come and gone. And, the thing is that since early February, over the past month, I would say it's fair to say, Akron hasn't been able to string together wins at all. In fact, they lost last time outright as a 22-point favorite against Eastern Michigan. They had beaten Northern Illinois prior to that as a 17-point favorite, but didn't cover the spread in that one. And then they lost as a 1.5-point dog against Ohio on the road. So it's been a kind of a bumpy stretch here for the Zips, and chance here to close out the season with a big win against Western Mich, who really shouldn't put up much of a fight in this one. They certainly were competitive in the first one, but we're getting a better number on Akron here. This Akron team can shoot pretty effectively. The Western Michigan defense, it's not horrid, but it's also not very good. The Western Michigan offense, not horrid, but not very good. The Akron defense, really good at guarding the perimeter and pretty decent at guarding the floor. They also hit the boards pretty well. I think in this particular game, I think Akron, has a lot to play for in this game. I think they kind of leave it all out on the court. And like I said, a reasonable number for this matchup. I'm going to take Akron, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.